My friend wanted to become a calisthenics athlete, so I gave him 30 days to learn one of the hardest moves in the game, the muscle up. This Fernando, he's already pretty jacked, but you know, something told me that he had a long way to go. And that's not all. I mean, this dude's like, how tall are you?
Like 6 foot?
6 foot? I think it's like 6'3" or something like that, because he's 6 foot tall. That means he's got longer arms, more leverage working against him, and a lot more weight to pull over the bar. So I told him, if we're gonna pull this off, we gotta go all in. We're talking heavy, explosive reps, and a lot of pain. So how do you feel, bro?
Feeling good. It's a challenge, but we'll get it. Excited.
So for the first day, before anything else, I needed to know what Fernando's baseline was. His L set needed a little bit of work, kind of shaky pull-ups, and dips, just barely there. Basically zero calisthenics experience. But seeing Fernando struggle to do those pull-ups reminded me of the good old days when I was learning to do my first muscle up. Basically, when I learned it, I divided it into 3 phases. So phase 1 was explosive pulling. Phase 2 is the transition, and phase 3 is the straight bar push. So that means that really we only have 3 variables to train. And most people generally fail at the transition, but there's a trick to it, and I'll show you later in the video. Oh, and by the way, Jesus, I almost forgot. Here are the rules for the challenge. Fernando has 30 days to hit 5 strict muscle ups. It's not just one lucky rep. Now, you probably thought I was just gonna let him swing into one of those kipping muscle ups like everyone else does. And yeah, kipping's not useless. It's actually a great tool for learning the motions, building timing, and getting a feel for the transition. But in my book, that's just a warm-up, not the final boss. But here's just a little twist. By the end of the 4 weeks as well, but he will also have gotten a ring muscle up.
Ring muscle up? No. Didn't do that.
Surprise. I thought it'd be appropriate to add a little bit of a bonus. We're also training for the ring muscle up, which is stricter, harder, and forces way better technique because it's impossible to get momentum on the rings. So mastering that is essentially going to super solidify Fernando's transitioning technique for the bar muscle up, as well as just being able to do another version of the muscle up. So our first workout of the week, we want to focus on pulling strength and ring skills. And based on the assessment that we took on the first day, this is going to be our split for the week. It's going to be a mix of strength training, skill training, and a little bit of volume. Dang, that's a lot. So let's just get started already. Alright, so we're going in the gym, ready to get a friggin' workout in. There's the pull-up bar that we're using. And right off the bat, we ran into a challenge. The bar was low. In fact, it was too low for Fernando to even hold a proper hollow body without his feet hitting the ground. And to make things even worse, there was a steel pole right above it, which kind of makes it a little bit difficult to do a muscle up without getting a head injury. So I tried it real quick, just to see if it was even possible to get a muscle up, and it technically is. But anyways, let's see Fernando's first muscle up attempts.
I don't need 30 days. There's no need for that.
Doesn't need 30 days, he's got this. What?
I don't need 30 days.
Bro, what are you talking about,
Doesn't
man?
need 30 days.
Alright, so the first thing that I noticed was Fernando's scapula. This area right here is depressed. As well, when he goes up, he arches his back when he's going up, which is okay for a normal pull-up, but it's not gonna get you that explosive power that you need for a muscle up. So I taught Fernando, you know, the basic form that you need for a high pull-up or a muscle up, which is scapula elevated, legs squeezed together, flexing the abs, and getting into a hollow body position so that you could explode around the bar, not just up to it. And just like that, his second attempt already looked a little bit too good. Okay. Dang, that's not that bad.
Decent.
Actually, for content's sake, you should probably do that worse. So with that good sign, we continued the workout. And moving forward, our sessions would follow a clear structure. We always start with wrist mobility and core activation to prep Fernando's body for calisthenics. We'd also get into moderately intense cardio, to pump Fernando's heart and get it ready for the workout. Then we focus on scapular strength to build the foundations for explosive pulling. Now all of that would be classified as the warm-up for this routine. And once the warm-up's out of the way, we move into the bulk of the training. Today we dialed in Fernando's pull-up form, cleaned up his body positions and hammered the transition technique for the muscle-up. And don't forget that the ring muscle-up is a crucial aspect of this challenge now, I've decided. And to do that, Fernando has to learn one of the most overlooked but crucial elements of calisthenics: the false grip. It basically means hooking your wrists over the rings or bar instead of just grabbing it normally.
This is how I usually do it. So I grab it on top first, and then I roll them down to the point where my lower hand is parallel with the rings here.
It shortens the range you have to pull, and it gives you the leverage to transition on top of the bar or the rings. If Fernando can hold a false grip for long enough, he might actually even cheat his way into a clean muscle up, even if his pulling strength isn't all the way there yet. It's not easy. Your wrist will hate you at least at first, but it's a shortcut most people don't even know exists.
Huh? Sweat and tears? Is that what they say? Blood, sweat, and tears. You see this? No tears yet. Don't try this at home. What's up, buddy? All right, so we're gonna get it today. We decided to go to a different gym. Hopefully it's got better pull-ups to do the muscle up, because really that middle bar is a pain. So this right here is the gym. Come on, Fernando, let's go. This right here is the dip bar. That's the pull-up bar. And if we ever want to get a little bit funky, we got a monkey bar right here.
So for the next couple of days, we refined Fernando's technique. And then on day 5, Fernando got his first ever muscle up. Of course, it was a kipping muscle up, which doesn't really count for the challenge. But now we've officially broken the first barrier of the challenge. So me and Fernando sat down to reflect on this week's biggest lessons and what we're changing to keep momentum heading into week 2.
So today officially marks week 1 of the challenge. I realized throughout the week that Fernando was lacking ab strength, first of all, which is compromising a lot of other parts that are necessary for the muscle up, especially getting the hollow body hold, because he's compensating with his back muscles, which is causing the back arch. As for the false grip, how do you feel in the false grip?
It's tough to get there. I feel good with the rings, but my wrist is not there yet. To get that false grip on the pull-up bar, but we'll get there eventually.
First, we reorganized the split. So no more back-to-back pulling days. That way Fernando's muscles get the time to recover what they actually need. And second, of course, we tweaked the workout to hit core more directly. So dedicating whole days to just core training and training his horizontal lat strength. But a couple days into week 2, things already didn't go as planned.
Long story short, last Friday we did abs in the morning. Later on that day, I was sprinting on a football field, and I pulled my front delt.
Just our luck. Fernando tweaked his shoulder. It was nothing serious, but enough to remind us that mobility and prehab can't be skipped. So for the next sessions, we made a few changes, adding some more dynamic shoulder warm-ups, banded external rotations, and scapular activation drills to help him recover and prevent more setbacks. So with those changes in place, we were ready to hit the second week harder and smarter. After a couple of days into week 2, Fernando's high pull-ups were getting noticeably higher, being able to reach lower chest level on the bar. Fernando's grip strength had also gotten slightly stronger. This was last week's hold time with assistance. And this week we're about to try the false grip hold a second time without any assistance.
Ready and go.
We were definitely doing a lot better.
13 seconds.
But it did not feel like enough.
Grip. It's not at its best, and also the lats, burning as hell.
The gravity of this 30-day challenge started getting to us.
We just need to power through this as much as possible, because the high pull-ups, really that's the main thing. We just gotta do as much as that. as possible. And I don't think we've been doing enough of that over the challenge.
Fernando was gonna need a lot more power
Keep pushing.
to clear the bar with absolutely zero momentum. But I can tell you with absolute certainty that the only thing that was clear in both of our heads at the time was that we were not going to give up, and that we needed to achieve this no matter what. So week 3, here we come.